And let's just kind of vamp a little bit as a last topic here. No picking at all, but just kind of talk about communication from Rivian, what we can do as a show, what maybe they can do, where the rub is coming off, if this is just Caleb and us sometimes, or if this is more widespread. Vamp a little bit. Take it away here.
Certainly. I mean, I can say without a doubt that there is a ton of frustration in the pre-order community about the lack of information, especially being as close to production as we are. And I think people were more tolerant of it when the vehicle was still over a year out, but it's causing speculation. It's causing people to get upset. And I mean, my number one advice to Rivian about communication would be do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so little information that trickles out. They can actually turn what I see as a weakness into a strength with regards to their relationship with the customer base and the overall community and the brand they're trying to build. But if there's one thing that Rivian does not do well, it is communicate. And I understand there's a culture of under-promise, over-deliver that comes from the top. But you can also communicate and be transparent and be honest, right? Without over-promising. There's got to be so many things that are finalized that they could share with the community. There may still be some things that they don't want to talk about, and that's fine because they're not finalized. But being this close, they've definitely got more information that they could share, and it's frustrating that they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the customer base, instead of press releases or instead of just throwing something on the website, I think you endear yourself to the customer base if you share with them first. And maybe it's something to where, they have a better communication path directly to their customers, or maybe it's something where they could break news to an outlet like Rivian Stories, like you, passionate users and customers. So I don't know. There's a bunch of ways that they could potentially do it better.
Yeah. And I'm sure they'll figure out. I'll be the first to say that both of you are way smarter than I am, and everyone at Rivian is way smarter than I am. So I know that there's got to be a rhyme or reason. I'm sure it's just timing, and they'll come around. I will say that everyone I've ever talked to, like be it in person at one of their events, remember those things? We used to have like events. And then like anyone that I've reached out at LinkedIn, like they're just amazing culture, great human beings, really enjoy talking to them, like people that you'd want to be friends with. So we're not saying that at all. Like we said, when they do talk, it's great. But I mean, just an example, Rivian Stories, the reason I named it Stories, because I originally wanted this to be an interview website. And I just wanted to interview Rivian employees and Rivian owners eventually. I just wanted to tell stories from real owners and stories from real team members. And, I've gone so far as to be like, Rivian, you can screen every last thing. And I'm doing all the production. And I'm like trying to help you. And like, they will not give me a single person to interview, like not even a janitor. Like they're just like, nope, sorry, can't do that, not ready. I'm like, seriously, like what in the world? In the meantime, there's other like competitors, startups and whatnot, where they just kind of have basically customized systems built up, like to where online communities that they keep everyone updated like every day, like 24/7 webcam in the factory sort of thing. You know what I mean? And I understand what they're going for as far as a very polished communication style. But hopefully there'll be some better balance. And my invitation would be like, what you do if you want to remain very polished, you could partner, right, with a third party people like rivianstories.com to just kind of have conversations with that are kind of either off the record or just very casual. Like, well, don't don't hold me to this, but right now the door is a hinge and we might do it different. Like, I mean,
Right.
yeah, stuff like that. But Jimmy, I don't know if you're about to say something. If not, no big deal.
No, I mean, it just, the conversation that you and the three of us had, last week or a week and a half ago now. I feel like a lot of what we're seeing in the vehicles, like Skylar said, leads to speculation, but we're also doing a lot of discovering on our own that if they just come out with a press release or come out with an email going, "Hey, check this out," or "check this out," in an Instagram post on their official Instagram page, versus scouring employees' personal Instagram pages from the normal Christmas tree lighting
Yeah.
event that happened. That those pictures broke a week before, 2 weeks before the Happy New Year
Yep.
RJ letter, which had all that. I believe it had all those details in it.
And the bigger they get, the harder it's going to be to keep things secret. So it's almost better to control what makes it out to the public as opposed to,
we're going to get to a point where it's just going to be a deluge of information to where I'm not saying it'll get lost. It won't get lost on. There's a bunch of us that won't get lost on just because. I mean, I eat, sleep, and breathe Rivian right now. I'm constantly on that website 2 or 3 times a day. But there's still going to be some information that's going to get missed, I'm sure, and then because it's all just going to get dropped at once. It feels like, especially with us being 5 months and what is it, the 19th? 5 months and roughly maybe 11 days if they start June 1st to production, which is just. It sounds crazy to me that we're literally, like you said, around the corner, right at the home stretch for this to be happening.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you get a chance, please check us out at rivianstories.com for the latest Rivian news, our podcast, and to join our community free. Thanks again.